Yes students, in this video I am going to discuss third situation of retirement, that is revaluation of assets and liabilities in retirement. Firstly, we have completed calculation of new ratio and gaining ratio. Secondly, we have done accounting treatment of goodwill. And third one is revaluation of assets and liabilities. So it's quite same as admission. You can also watch the videos of admission. It's quite same. In that videos, I have discussed about workmen compensation fund and investment fluctuation fund in detail. So it's quite same. You can watch from there. So same as admission in old ratio means all partners. Keep this point in mind that in case of admission, one partner is coming. So old ratio. But in case of retirement, old ratio means all partners. Okay, including retiring. So we have one more treatment is there, adjustment of accumulated profits and reserve. Fourth point is also discussed in this video, adjustment of accumulated profits and reserves. How we can do it? For example, we have example number 28. A, B and C are partners for 2:3:4. B is to now A retires and the new ratio between B and C is equal to 2:1. We have four things given in question. Profit and loss debit balance 72,000. Workmen compensation reserve 45,000. General reserve 1,20,000. And employees provident fund 1,50,000. Keep this point in mind that it's not reserve, it's a liability. So it will be shown in balance sheet, not distributed among partners. So keep this point in mind that provident fund is not a reserve, it's a liability. So it's just given here to confuse you. It is said in question that workmen compensation reserve is not required and 25% of general reserve transfer to 25% of general reserve transfer to investment fluctuation reserve. Okay, we start. All of us, here is P&L debit balance. So it will be so this loss will be distributed among all partners in their old ratio 2:3:4. So A is capital debit, B is capital debit, C is capital debit. To profit and loss 72,000 will be divided in 2:3:4. Next, it is said in question workmen compensation fund is not required. That means this becomes profit or reserve. So it will be workmen compensation reserve previously shown in liability side. That means credit. So now it will be debited because partners capital is increased by them. So 2A is capital, 2B is capital, 2C is capital in old ratio, that is 2:3:4. Next we have, it is said in question that 25% of general reserve transfer to investment fluctuation reserve. General reserve is of 120. So to investment fluctuation reserve 25%. 25% of 120 is equal to 30,000. So remaining 90,000 will be divided in A, B and C in 2:3:4. A, B and C 2:3:4. So in this way question is completed. Now we have one more example. Example number 29 is related to workmen compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve. As I told you, they are just same as admission. So please do that illus also. It's one of the most important question. Next we have illustration number 30. As I already completed this topic, that's why it is not shared in this video. If you want that video that I will show, then I will show in the link. Next, illustration number 30. For example, A, B and C are partners 5:3:2 and B retires. So the new ratio will become A and C in 2:3. It is given in question. So here general reserve 120, P&L debit balance 30,000, contingency reserve 70 and advertisement suspense 10,000. These all information is given in question. You have to give single adjusting entry. That means you don't want to show these things in balance sheet. So you just have to give a single effect. That means these should not be shown in entries. Whenever there is single and adjusting entry, that means they should be divided in sacrificing or gaining ratio. So for this you have to calculate net effect. How the net effect will be computed? Add all the profits and reserves less all the losses. So general reserve and contingency reserve should be added. 120 plus 70, 190. And losses of P&L and advertisement suspense should be deducted. 30 plus 10, 40 should be deducted. So net effect is of 1,50,000. Net effect is of 1,50,000. This 1,50,000 will be divided in sacrificing or gaining ratio. How? So for this we have to calculate sacrifice or gaining. You can calculate by both ways, old minus new or new minus old. If we calculate by old minus new, if it is positive then sacrifice, negative then gain. If we calculate it through new minus old, then if it is positive then gain, and if it is negative then sacrifice. So we can see here that B is gaining. So gaining partner, yes, here A is sacrificing and B is gaining. So entry will be C's capital account debit. C's capital account should be, here is C. Yes, here the point is C. Because A and C are continuing partners, no? So that's why. So old minus new. So C's capital should be debited because he is gaining, and to B's capital he is definitely credited because he is retiring, and A's capital because A is sacrificing, so he should also be credited in sacrificing and gaining ratio. This 1,50,000 will be divided in sacrificing or gaining ratio. Means 1,50,000 multiply 1 by 10, that is 15. 1,50,000 multiply B's ratio will be 3 by 10, that is 45, and C's gaining is 1,50,000 multiply 4 by 10, that is 60,000. Thank you.